Two. All right, let's get into some more discoveries here. This is Finding Music, episode 349. We're going with Murray. Go ahead, sir.
Well, my report is what I did on my spring break, which is
class.
I went here.
Oh yeah, I saw those pictures. Nice.
Oh, I
Yep.
saw this too.
Rock
that
and
looks
Roll
really cool.
Hall of Fame. You betcha.
How far is that from Rochester?
It took us like 5 hours.
That's not too bad.
Cleveland. It's right downtown Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not a bad drive at all. It's overwhelming. They have so much stuff there. We basically, my brother, sister, and I all went, and we basically spent the whole day. From 10:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon.
Nice.
Exploring it, and didn't just scratch the surface of what they have there, which is kind of I mean, it was great. There's a lot of neat stuff, a lot of great exhibits, some really excellent video. And yeah, I was somehow disappointed. And I think part of the problem is there's too much stuff. So I didn't really stop and really appreciate some of what I saw. Is just like rush through. Okay, what's this? What's this? What's next? What's going on here? What's here? What's here? And I think I would want to go back, but just pick out a few exhibits and like really just sit down and spend time with them. One of them that I only saw in passing was Jerry Lee Lewis's piano, which
Nice.
is totally beat to crap. I think it didn't even look like it's playable at this point. So,
How did that happen?
how does that happen? And another one along the same lines is a guitar that Jeff Beck played for like 20 years, which is still playable, but it's just like, the pick guards and all are completely worn down to the wood and just really looks like it had a hard life. But let's see, what else have I got here? There's another picture of that. There we go.
No Harry Nilsson. Did you put
Harry Nilsson
in the question or suggestions box, a little slip of paper? Where's Harry?
They have either a reproduction of Pink Floyd's Wall, or it maybe is actually some of the real Wall used in concerts. The architecture is pretty neat. It's like open to the air. You can look out. It's right next to Lake Erie, so you can look out at the lake. Here are a few of the people who are in there. Alice Cooper, Beastie Boys.
Dr. John.
Dr. John, oh yeah. I mean, they got a lot, a lot of the people that deserve to be in there are, but not all by any means.
There's my stuff. Police, Clash, Costello.
Yep. What year was this? I didn't catch the year.
Oh, when they were inducted, sometime in the mid 2000s. I was still watching the Hall of Fame inductions back then. I think I stopped in like 2009 or 2010.
It has to be at least 25 years since their first album. So it would have to be, early 2000s. Because the Clash first album was 77. I think Elvis Costello's was 77. So that means no earlier than 2003. So more of the architecture, This is the sign outside the men's room. If you don't recognize them, that's the Clash standing on toilets. By the women's room, they had a picture of Madonna, but I, for a reason, didn't get. So their big exhibit, this one, is Revolutionary Women in Music, which downstairs they have this exhibit maze, basically. You go in and it's got hallways going every which way. And the women in music wasn't part of it, but they also had like the early influencers and a display on different cities and their music. And of course, a display on the Beatles and the Stones and the Who and that kind of stuff. Like I say, it's just amazing. You're just wandering through it going, what's here? What's around this corner? And then they had a theater down there that was showing clips from the inductions of several of the women in it. And it took me forever to even find this theater because it's kind of hidden off in a corner somewhere. But that was a pretty neat film. They have not the original CBGB's awning because they explained that it was stolen at some point back in the mid 80s. So this is the replacement awning for CBGB's.
Oh, wow.
And Amfug is other music for urbanizing gourmands.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
It's the urban gourmands or something.
No, it's not all my, okay.
No.
My effing ugly god.
And there's the three of us standing out in front of the Long Live Rock. So that was my vacation. Like I say, a lot of fun, but I would want to go back sometime and just take my time, try to pick out a few exhibits that, like, if something really catches my eye, just sit and commune with it. Because it was very interesting, but I didn't feel the magic of rock and roll. That's what I was disappointed about. I didn't feel any magic. So.
Oh, wow.
Usually
There you have
museums like that are overwhelming in the amount of stimulus that they provide. So I try to take the fire department approach. When the fire department answers a call to go put down a fire, sometimes they'll circle around the whole block, but they examine the entire area around the fire before they just go jumping in. I try to do that with museums and the like, because I just go around it as fast as I can, try to see everything I can, and then go back to the things that I remember from my first go around. That's been helpful to me.
Yeah, that's in a sense, that's what I did. I just didn't have time to go back. It took all day to do around and around the whole thing. Yeah. And they're expanding. There's a big open pit next to it that they're expanding into, and that's going to be even crazier. But I highly recommend it. It's worth going to, but
I'll bet they have a wall of people that have contributed most of the funding and stuff, right?
Yes, they do. Yeah. They certainly do.
Those are fun to look at.
Yep.
And that's the report from Murray Spring Break here.
Yep.
In the United States. Yeah.
Yeah.